What's up, guys? Rogneish, and today I'm going to give you guys another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Friday the 13th Part 2. I did Friday the 13th Part 1 the other day. It'll be in the cards up there somewhere and also at the end of the video. Hopefully. If I'm being an idiot, it won't be there. But I should have them there. And if it didn't pop up, it'll probably be at the end of the video. Anyway, I did the review of the first movie yesterday. Like I said, we're going to review all of the movies. We're going to keep it going all the way up till 10, hopefully. We can do it. We can watch them all. Okay, so, and yes, tomorrow I will review part 3, and so on and so forth until we reach 10. So this is Friday the 13th part 2, and my thoughts on it. First, let's start off that it was not directed by the same guy, Sean S. Cunningham. It's directed by a different guy, Steve, come on! Steve Miner, I think that's how you say it. If I'm not saying your name right, then I'm really sorry. But he directed this film, and this is with Hillbilly Jason. So yes, Jason is finally in these movies, and this is Hillbilly Jason, which means that he has the bag over his head. He does not have his iconic hockey mask just yet. But that's going to be the next movie. But this movie, he's just wearing a rag or whatever over his head, and you can kind of see his eye. That's this Jason. He's also wearing like some straps with like a jean. I forgot what they're called. I don't know. Here's a picture. Anyway, he's just Billy Jason, and they take off his mask at the end to reveal his stunning face. Anyway, basically this movie is just like the last movie, but instead of Mama Voorhees, it's Jason as the killer. There's just a bunch of people who are trying to be camp counselors at Camp Crystal Lake. I said it right this time. I had to correct myself last time. But, yeah, they basically all die. There you go. Like what? Does it stack up to the original? No. I don't think, it does have a lot of creepy parts, and it's got me on edge, normally, like, the whole movie. But I don't think it deserves as much as the first movie, because the first movie was just maybe a little bit more creepier, especially with, that girl. So I don't know. I forgot her name. But you did a great job in the first movie. If she's still alive, rip. I don't know. I don't know if she's still alive. Rest in peace. If she isn't, I don't. What am I saying? Anyway, she did a great job in this last movie. And since Jason didn't really talk, obviously he doesn't. You know, he it's a pretty creepy thing though. He's pretty creepy in this film, and also when she goes inside of the hut, like the not Alice. Why am I saying? I'm just thinking. But the girl at the end, she goes inside of Jason's little hut, and then you see Jason running. That would scare me. That would scare me for sure. And then she puts on his Mama Voorhees's sweater, and she wears it, and then she like tricks Jason into thinking that she's the mom. I guess that works. Whatever. And then she tries to kill him, misses. And then finally, she gets chopped. He gets chopped by the side shoulder, by the side shoulder, and but he's not dead. Obviously, part 3 is still going to be around. Anyway, so basically, that's pretty much the whole second movie. And it's funny because there's so many stereotypes in the movie. You got the jock, you got the leader, you got the nerd, you got the weirdo, you got like the hot chick, I guess. I don't know whatever you want to call it, and of course. You got the creepy guy, and of course you got the guy in the wheelchair. Is that even a thing? But anyway, it's just a bunch of different people, and there's a lot of counselors in this movie. It's not like the last movie where there's only a few bits and pieces, but this time there's a lot of them. And I feel like that can kind of lose focus of like the actual movie, because since there's more people, you don't really get to focus on, you don't, like, it's kind of like Jaws 2. There's so many kids that you can't really, like, process all of them, and you don't really care if they die or not. That's pretty much how this movie goes too. But since there's so many kids, that's kind of what they improved on in the next one. But in the next one, they don't really have much characters in the first place. But that's a different review. We're not going to talk about that movie for now. But anyway, how does this movie stack up? It's fine, I guess. It has some good chilling parts to it, and it definitely has a creep factor to it. Especially it's got me on edge the whole time, which the third movie doesn't. But yeah, this movie does have a creep factor. The directing is kind of slow. It's very like horrific, like it's like every scene. I just don't know what's gonna happen. You could probably guess sometimes if something's gonna pop out or something. But that's pretty. But it does a good job for what it's trying to do, and there's just a bunch of stuff in there that that I guess works. I mean, and then there's also just that cliche where, like, the car doesn't start, or somebody does something stupid instead of, like, like making sure he's dead, or doing something just dumb that nobody else would do if they have a mind. But that's just horror movie class. That's just a cliche that's done all the time. And third movie, they do that a lot. Anyway, how does this movie stack up to the first one? Like I said before, a million times, not as good. So here's the rating for Friday the 13th Part 2. I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. Like I said, they're both not great movies. I think they both have flaws in them. The first one's obviously better, and I might even drop this movie down to a 5 or a 4.5 because it's good at some parts, but then other parts is just lacking. Like, some parts you don't even need in the movie. It's just like pointless stuff that doesn't really, sometimes it tries to flesh out the character a little bit, but it doesn't really work that well. 5.5 is like my highest. I can't go any higher than that. It's either like it's a 5.5, 4.5, or the lowest is 4 probably, because it does have some chilling parts to it, and I wouldn't say it's a horrible movie. It just has some continuity errors in it too, which the movie has an abundance of. I can't really talk about that movie. I just watched it too, so you guys are gonna get that review tomorrow, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys next.